Good morning. Welcome to Reiki Wednesday. I'm Jamie Lee of Animal Bonds. Thank you for joining me this morning. If you're watching this live, thank you for being up early. And if you're on the recorded version of it, thank you for watching. As always, feel free to share this video, leave comments, questions. I will answer them next week if I don't see them today. And I'll be back for Reiki Wednesday, next Wednesday. So, in Reiki, the system of Reiki, we're always talking about making a heart-to-heart connection. But what really is a heart-to-heart connection? It's hard to put into words. We think we know what it is, but how do we develop that? How can we access that on demand? And this past weekend, I went to see a speaker. He was in town here with several other very high-powered speakers, Greg Braden, and many of you probably know his work. And he was speaking on the resiliency of the heart. Now, studies have been done on the heart, and there's been some amazing discoveries. For years, we always thought that our brain, the cranial brain, was the master of the body, and it controlled everything that happened here. And what we've discovered through research is that there are neurons in the brain, but there are also over 40,000 neurons in the heart. And they're now referring to that as the little brain. And so why is that important? It's important because thousands of years ago, before our society was industrialized and it became what it is today with all the technology, we only had split seconds to decide if somebody was safe, if a situation was safe. Our survival depended on it. So how does that play into effect? We had to have some form of knowledge when we encountered something we have never experienced before. And that knowledge comes from the heart. We see that today. We are in a time of change. There's no denying it. Things are never going to go back the way they were. We're only going forward, and we don't know what that looks like. We don't know what the future looks like. And that can be a really frightening thing for some people. But the fact is, if we rely on the little brain in the heart, the wisdom of the heart, to make our decisions, we can not only survive, we can thrive. And that was his message of the seminar, is that we are going to be able to thrive and support our family and protect our families in the events that are coming, even though we don't know what they look like, but we do know we've never seen them before. So it was actually a doctor, and I want to get his name right, Dr. J. Armour of the University of Montreal. And he discovered what we now call the little brain that's in the heart, the 40,000 sensory neurons that are in the heart. Those can direct us in moments of when we're making that decision, just as the brain can. They send and receive information to the brain and other cells in the body, other organs in the body. And it's actually the brain and the heart working together to help make decisions, to help our body function. So they've even discovered that between the two, the heart and the brain, the heart, its energetic expansion is 50 times more powerful than the brain. So, as indigenous people, we were heart-based people. We are still designed to be heart-based people, but we've kind of lost touch with that. So in the seminar, we were taken through some steps, and I won't go through them today, on how to reconnect with that little brain of the heart and start to become heart-based in our decisions, turn to the heart when we need to make a decision, when something is happening that requires fast action in our life. And I have written a blog. It'll probably be posted tomorrow, and it'll be on my website, which I'll post up above here when I post this this live video, and on my Facebook. So it's going to take you through what we learned over the weekend on how to reconnect with the heart, because it's really powerful. And it also helps us who are Reiki people to actually finally really know that we have made that heart-to-heart connection. So why is that important? Because that's where compassion is. And compassion is the ultimate healer. It is the healer for physical things, for spiritual things, for ourselves, for the people around us. And that's what we have to tap into. We have to tap into our heart-based wisdom to make the heart-to-heart connections, for the compassion to heal. So it was a beautiful, beautiful experience last weekend. And he spoke of some amazing experiences that he has had with some of the wisdom, being allowed to travel to places with Buddhist monks and priests and all these very spiritual people, and to actually see, hold in his hand, the written word of all the wisdoms from our past. And we've kind of forgotten about that. So now it's time to go back to that, and we can do that. We don't have to take all these trips. There's only one trip we have to take, and that is to our heart. So I ask everyone, reconnect with the wisdom of your heart. Start making heart-based decisions. That's what Reiki is. Every living thing on this planet is Reiki. It's the spiritual energy that makes up everything. And when we get back to this powerful, powerful energy that we have in our heart to guide us, to protect us, to help us thrive, it's an incredible feeling. So, like I said, when I post this video, I'm going to put my website address and my Facebook address where the web post will be, the blog post, because it won't be on my personal one. Oh, thank you for the hearts. And then you can go there and visit it. It'll probably be tomorrow before I get that up. But I encourage everyone to practice the steps to connect to your heart. So I want to thank everyone. Chris, Eddie, Kadisha, thank you for joining me this morning. I hope you have a beautiful day. Go out there, be the light, and namaste.